First, I want to make a disclaimer that this video will be talking about mental health, mental illness, and suicide. This video is made or was intentionally made to create awareness about mental illness, suicide, mental health in general, and to potentially help somebody that might need help. So I got inspired to make this video because a lot of you probably already know that the former Miss USA 2019, Chesley Christ, passed away on January the 30th. She committed suicide, guys. For those of you who don't know, yes, this young woman committed suicide at the age of 30. She was an attorney. She was a very successful, talented woman, beautiful. That's why when it comes to celebrities or anyone that's super successful that you might know, try not to judge them, all right? Because they go through a lot as well. A lot of celebrities, a lot of people who are very successful go through a lot of hate, especially on social media. Even YouTubers like myself, they go through a lot of hate once they start to make it up there. So, guys, try not to judge people. We're only human and we can only take so much. Somebody like the former Miss USA, she took a lot of hate. And I don't know if that was the reason why she committed suicide. I don't know what she went through. But guys, this is something that happens a lot. Suicide happens a lot. It's a lot more common than you think. I, for a fact, did work in a mental unit before, not for a very long time, but I did see that this does not care about who you are. I've seen doctors having mental illnesses. I've seen nurses. I've seen lawyers. It's crazy, guys. And it's not something that those people choose to have. It happens it could be for many reasons. All right, first things first, what is mental health? Mental health is a state of your psychological and emotional well being. Good mental health usually allows you to feel and think and act in ways that help you enjoy your life and cope with its challenges. This can be positively or negatively influenced by life experiences such as family situations, death of a loved one, financial or employment statuses as well. So sometimes when people, lose their jobs, relationships with others, such as your friends, your family members, your co-workers, your schoolmates as well. Moving on to mental illness, also called mental health disorders, refers to a wide range of mental health conditions. These disorders usually affect your mood, all right? So the way that you think, the way that you behave. Some of the examples of mental illness include depression, anxiety disorders, schizophrenia, eating disorders, and bipolar. How can you take care of your mental health? So take care of your mental health the same way that you would take care of your physical health. All right. So it takes practice, patience, and of course, support. And this could be family or friend support, right? And you can maintain your mental health by also doing certain things, right? So being active by knowing or accepting that life can be challenging, right? So it's not easy. Know and accept your strengths and your weaknesses. Set realistic goals for yourself. Accept yourself and others, right? Learn to recognize and understand that you and others have both positive and negative feelings as well. Nobody's perfect. So, of course, try to accept people the way that they are. Create a sense of meaning in your life. So by learning and trying new activities, like starting a new hobby, right? If you're somebody maybe that would like to learn how to bake, then try that. Create a healthy, trusting relationship with people who accept and support you. Sometimes it will seem obvious when someone is going through a hard time, but there is no simple way of knowing it, right? If they have a mental health problem or not. But some people are extremely good at hiding it because they feel like it's none of your business. They have the fear of being judged, and of course, the stigma about mental illness as well. It's more important to respond sensitively to someone who seems troubled than to find out whether or not they actually have a diagnosis. So knowing your friends or family members, if you know that that individual usually tends to, maintain themselves, they love to work out, they love to dress up, go out and stuff like that. Once you see changes, like they're not really into all of those things or a lot of those things anymore, then that's a sign, right? Their judgment, the way they talk, the way they respond to you, the way they behave will show you that something is going on with this individual, right? So that's where you want to come in and do a little bit of investigation as a friend or as a family member. Yeah, so just kind of do your part. First thing you want to do, set time aside with no distractions. All right. So a lot of us youngster tend to talk with our friends with our phone in our hands. Please put your phone aside. It's important that you provide an open and non-judgmental space with no distractions. So put your phone aside, give your attention to that individual. No distractions. Like, talking can take a lot of trust and courage. You might be even the first person that they'll be talking to, right? So trust is really everything. Try not to make assumptions about what is wrong or jump into conclusions about any diagnosis, right? And you also want to keep the questions open ended. Say things like, why don't you tell me how you feel or what you're feeling rather than, I can see that you're feeling very low. Try to keep the language neutral as well and give the person time to answer and try not to rush them into, answering so many questions at once. Also talk about self-care. What are they doing for themselves to de-stress, right? Are they working out? Have they been working out? Or how is their diet like? Have they been able to sleep at night? Because, of course, sleep can help protect mental health as well and sustain well being, right? So that's important to know as well. Because a lot of times these individuals, they don't want to eat, they don't sleep right. And so you want to do a check in. Listen carefully to what they're telling you. You want to be attentive. So active listening, repeat if you have to, just to kind of give them that attention that you understood what they're trying to tell you, right? So you're just being there, validate their feelings as well, so just kind of show them that you understand how they feel and that you're letting them know that you respect their feelings as well. Offer them help in seeking professional support if you feel like they do need it. You might want to offer to maybe go to the doctor with them, psychologist or a psychiatrist, or help them talk to a friend or family member as well. And it's important to take care of yourself too. Give yourself time to rest and process what that individual has told you, right? And what just happened for sure. If you believe that they're in immediate danger or they have injuries that need medical attention, you need to take urgent action to make sure that they're safe. Go ahead and call 911 because sometimes people tend to inflict on themselves. Moving on to suicide. What is suicide? So suicide is the intentional action of ending one's life. Includes, thinking or talking about suicide, having a plan for suicide, feeling like you have no purpose in life or reason for living, increasing in substance use like drugs, alcohol, or feeling trapped like there's no other way of getting out of the situation, like you feel hopeless and you just feel like there's no sense of living anymore. And talking about how much of a burden you are to somebody maybe, or talking about being in unbearable pain, anxiety, or significant mood changes as well. Anger, sadness, once again, feeling helpless. People who die by suicide don't necessarily want to end their lives. They often want to stop like a significant or unbearable mental, emotional, or physical pain. They want to end their suffering or put an end to a situation that seems overwhelming to them. So that's why you see a lot of people just go on and decide they don't want to live anymore because they have fought for so long, or they just couldn't find ways of dealing with it, or maybe shame of coming out and talking about it. So when it comes to crisis, you see clearly that this person wants to hurt themselves. You're probably going to feel like you're in crisis too, but it's important that you stay as calm as possible, because if you're not calm, then of course that person will not trust you. So try to be as calm as possible. You want to listen without making judgments and concentrate on their needs in that moment. Ask what they want you to do to help them. reassure and just kind of, you know, be there, avoid any distraction, avoid confrontations, and then ask if there's maybe somebody else that they would like you to contact for them. And of course, encourage them to seek professional help. Call 911 if you have to. So that's it for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you feel like you need help or somebody that you know that you might love needs help, I have put a link below. I live in Canada, so there is a hotline number right below for Canadians. I also put a list of hotline numbers for people from all over the world, like UK, the States. So there is a list below. Oh, there's a link rather that you can click on, and then it will show you different numbers for different countries that you can call. So once again, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know if you have a question and your thoughts and experiences, and stay safe out there. See you guys next time. Bye.